Hey Libras, this week we are fresh off the back of that full moon in Scorpio, which was an eclipse, and it was a little bit of an emotional ride for a lot of people, a little bit challenging. We had some kind of personal situations that we were moving through. So now this week we might be feeling a little bit sensitive, especially because Venus has just moved into Cancer. So this week we're going to be very much focused on our needs, on nurturing. So that might mean that you are nurturing somebody else in your life, might mean that you need to nurture yourself. And so a lot of your needs are going to come through quite strongly this week, where you're like, okay, I need to slow down, or I need to take rest, or perhaps I need to be in this kind of present moment rather than thinking of all the things that I need to do next. This can be a type of self-care that can be very fruitful for you this week, because essentially we've just moved through a lot of big transformation, big changes, and so now what we really need to do actually is kind of soften and allow ourselves to just be still and to be in the moment and heal and rest and recharge, ready for the next chapter. So your cards for this week are the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles. So this is suggesting here that you need to slow down, basically, kind of similar to what I was saying. There is a real kind of archetype here of the slow and steady wins the race. So with the Knight of Pentacles, it's always about really taking a kind of steady step forwards rather than trying to rush. And since the Queen of Swords is in reverse there's a situation at the moment for you where your mindset or your perspective is not quite right about something. That might be to do with another person who is maybe a bit slower than you, or has this kind of earthy archetype of the Knight of Pentacles. And so it might be that actually embodying some of those traits of that person that usually you might think like, oh well, that's not the right way to do things, but actually that will really help you to take care of yourself. Basically, is to embody more of those traits. So guys, if you want a private reading, there are links below. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week.